Chief and his people were on the road. Everything looked normal, but something was wrong. The road became too quiet, there were no people walking, and the wind started blowing strangely. Uncle began to feel uncomfortable and spoke in a low voice. "This road, I don't like it." Chief laughed it off. As they drove deeper, the sky slightly darkened. The trees began to look twisted, and even the sound around them became dull. Auntie touched her chest in fear and said, "My body is not settling," but Chief ignored everything. They finally stopped. What actually existed was a full graveyard with crosses everywhere, open burial ground and empty land. But what they saw was a big, beautiful mansion with a clean compound, chairs arranged, food, drinks, garden eggs and wine neatly placed. Same location, different reality. Chief smiled proudly and said, "I told you, she's from a good home." Mary walked out to welcome them with a calm smile and said, "You are welcome, my husband." Chief was already carried away. They all sat down comfortably, seeing chairs, food, drinks, and smiling family members. Oga Okui stood up and said in a calm, deep voice, "You are welcome to our home. I am her senior brother." He looked at Chief seriously and continued, "We have heard about you. If your intention is good, we will hear you."
Greetings, my in-laws. My intention is very good. I love Mary so much and I want to make her my wife. We are here for knocking of the door and to collect the traditional marriage list.
Everything was calm, no fear, but the tension was heavy. Okui sat down and Chief stood up confidently and said, "Greetings, my in-laws. My intention is very good. I love Mary so much and I want to make her my wife. We are here for knocking of the door and also to collect the traditional marriage list." Everyone clapped happily, but Chief's uncle forced a smile, clearly uncomfortable. Mary and Asa stood up and began to serve food and drinks. Everyone was eating and enjoying, except the uncle, who refused to eat anything and only watched quietly. After everything, Chief and his people left. Immediately they left, Mary and her people burst into laughter. They danced wildly and laughed hard. Mary smiled deeply and said, "It has begun." When Chief and his people arrived home, Chief looked very happy and everyone was happy except the uncle, who looked confused and said, "My son, to tell you the truth as an elderly man that I am, that family you went to is not good. Everything about them looks strange." Chief became angry and replied, "Uncle, please don't spoil this happy moment." In the shrine, the old woman sat quietly under the tree and said slowly, "They have set a trap for him and he has entered. The awaited revenge of 20 years ago has just begun. He used his own hands to awaken what was buried for long. Soon he will dance to the music." In Ayachi's compound, she sat under a tree speaking through a mirror to the old white witch and said, "Mama, she wants us to be friends, but I am still confused about her. She looks like she's not of this world." The old white witch replied calmly, "It is good you accepted her friendship. I told you, you are the one that will save them, but it is not yet time." In the burial ground, Mary sat on her grave arranging her market goods and said, "We have a wedding coming up, so we need enough money. Let me go and sell and get more money." In Chief's office, Chief told his workers, "Go and get change from people's shops," and they left immediately. One of the workers went to Oga Kash's shop and said, "Oga, I need change." Oga Kash looked at his empty shop and said, "Did you see any goods in my shop to give you change? But wait, let me ask you a question. Why is it that you people from Chief's Plaza go around every day collecting change? Chief's shop is the richest in this market and customers are full like sand. So what are you doing with all the change you collect?" The worker replied angrily, "If you don't have change, say so. What kind of question is this?" And he left. Oga Kash stood there thinking deeply because something was not right. He then decided to go on a journey to Ezemo Shrine to find out what really happened to his business. Mary visited Anyachi in her house and they both sat down like real friends. Anyachi kept observing her and said, "What can I offer you? I cooked delicious jollof rice." Mary smiled and said, "No, I will eat next time when I visit. I came to invite you to my traditional marriage." Ayachi smiled and said, "Wow, you are getting married? Congratulations. Sure, I will be there."
My love, your house looks so beautiful and your people really welcome us well.
Do you like my compound?
Yes, now, very beautiful mansion. I can't wait to hold you in my arms, kiss your beautiful lips. My love, before I forgot, I have invited all my friends for our traditional marriage. Igo Laudo.
Really? But I don't like too much crowd. Just come with your few family members. Our own family members is enough. There are more than thousands.
Okay, my love, your wish is my command. I love you so much.
In Chief's house, Chief and Mary were planning the traditional marriage. Chief asked her to sleep over, but Mary smiled and said, "No, not until you pay my bride price." Chief laughed and said, "That is why I am rushing everything, because I cannot wait for our first night on bed." That night, Chief returned to the burial ground to do his weekly ritual, and Mary sat on her grave watching him and said softly, "Soon." Soon. That same night, Chief returned to the market and made a wish as the wind blew and something unseen moved in the darkness.
I wish all the success in this market to belong to me. I must be the head. They will hustle, but I, Chief Uduigo, I will be taking the glory.